And you know, it gets more and more difficult to hire dispatchers and train them, as we all know. I mean,
right. There's now state mandates in terms of the minimum standards they have to have.
Very stressful. We're down dispatchers in Warren. I'm sure you're down dispatchers in Oakland County as well as at the Sheriff's Department, Tony.
And again, it's a difficult job. If anybody that really doesn't know the behind the scenes, when those 911 calls come in, I mean, it could be multiple calls, and getting the deputies dispatched, getting the EMS, getting the fire departments, and talking to the victim. I mean, it takes a special person to work in a dispatch.
It really does. I mean, in the old days, you could put a police officer in dispatch, but today you've got like 7 computer screens in front of you. It takes you at least 6 months to be certified after you've gone through the initial training to actually take over a position in a dispatch center.
Right.
So let's change gears a little bit here and talk about technology. And Mike, I see you have something in front of you. You know, we've done so much as far as in the last decade or so in technology. I mean, the mobile data computers and other technology, and this is probably the latest right here, Mike.
Yeah, this is something, your department has 3 of these now. Many of the departments in the CLEMIS footprint, and for those that don't know, CLEMIS is Courts Law Enforcement Management Information System. It's a again, cooperative effort amongst multi-county police departments, including the Warren Police Department, Macomb County Sheriff's Office, in a 5-county region. 87 departments have come together. This is provided to the departments through, it's called a Cogent Blue Check device. And CLEMIS provides this as part of being a member of CLEMIS, where we all share information, where an officer out on the street in the city of Warren can pull somebody over. They don't have identification. They don't have a driver's license. They say, you know, they're Joe Smith when they're really Frank Jones. An officer at Warren PD can take a slap.
Why don't you demonstrate that on Tony here, and close in on the camera
Put your fingerprint right there. Put your finger there. And instantaneously, probably, the turnaround time's been, in our experience, is less than 15 seconds. If Tony's in the AFIS database, which is automated fingerprint identification system, which we have a mirrored system in Oakland County that all the CLEMIS footprint can touch, including both your department and your department, plus the state system, plus the federal system. If somebody's been identified and is in that AFIS database, we'll have a hit within 15 seconds of who they really are. And it's been a great tool for us at the Sheriff's Office. We even arrested a wanted murderer that gave one of our deputies a false name, that had we not had that device, we would not have been able to identify that person out on the street instantaneously. So it's pretty amazing when you look how small this is, lightweight it is, that, you know, it just sends a signal and it comes back, and the deputy or the officer gets that information on their computer screen in the car, and they can access it. So it's pretty amazing, and we're in the process now of deploying these out into the entire footprint of CLEMIS.
Very good. Yeah, you talked about CLEMIS, and CLEMIS has been around for about, what,
1969, I think, is when it first came in.
But, you know, it started strictly in Oakland County.
Yep.
And now we have
7 departments originally. Now it's over 87 in 5 counties. Well, you were chairman of the CLEMIS Consortium for 12 years.
12 years.
And actually during your tenure as chair, we got the largest single COPS grant from the federal government.
I remember that.
It was $17.6 million plus our $7 million in match money.
Right.
And the Department of Justice to this day still says CLEMIS is the model for the rest of the country on how a law enforcement consortium should be run. So you should be pretty proud.
Well, I am. I'm very proud of that. We accomplished a lot, and that's why we're still continuing to support CLEMIS and will into the future. But CLEMIS offers a lot, and maybe for our viewing audience, you can share a little bit more as far as some of the other areas that, you know, CLEMIS has developed, the footprint of CLEMIS. I mean, all sorts of programs that have been very cost-effective for departments. You know, because, you know, if you went out and tried to develop these programs on your own, it'd probably be cost prohibitive.
It'd be cost prohibitive. There's no doubt about it. And for your viewers, if they go to CLEMIS's website, CLEMIS has a website through Oakland County. It's CLEMS. Just type that into a Google search engine. You go right to the website. But you're right, hundreds and hundreds of applications that are available to all the police departments, including we brought the fire departments in too. Right. So the fire departments and the courts are a big part of this too. But you're right, in-car computers where officers can write the reports in the car or in the station. It's all computerized. It's now all checked by a supervisor. You can't if you make a mistake, the report is rejected. Right. It has to be done right so that the reporting is then done correctly when we send it to the state and it goes to the FBI. Computer-aided dispatch, fire records management, automated mugshot system, again, AFIS, the fingerprint identification,
right.
live scan where there are no more fingerprint cards. Nobody gets rolled with ink anymore when they get arrested. It's all computerized. It's on a computerized screen. Every agency in the footprint has that. Clemens has come a long, long way, and basically what it's allowed through that cops grant is we put more cops out on the street, so they're not wasting time on writing reports and booking prisoners and all those things. They spend more time out on the street servicing the residents, which is what the goal is.
Tony, as far as Clemens for Macomb County, how long has Macomb County been in the Clemens system?
I think we've been in over 12 years. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we were the first non-Oakland County agency to join Clemens, and we saw value in that. And we started out with the CAD and dispatching aspect of Clemens to help us, keep track of things in our dispatch center. And we evolved to the net RMS, the record system, the report writing. We recently came on with the e-crash module of that. So
why don't you talk about that e-crash?
E-crash and e-citation. I wanted to talk about the two things. There's again, under the old system, you had to break out the pencil and paper, and you're filling in dots and taking information on the crash reports. Now everything is done automatically on a computer. It's a click and point and put in the information, and it's cut down on the amount of time that the officers have completing accident reports, which clears their call sooner and gets them back into doing some proactive work. And the same with the e-citation. It's the ticket is no longer handwritten out. It's a swipe of the driver's license, and all the information is, the fields are populated on the ticket, and it's just a point and click and put the violation in, and it just expedites the officer's time and gets them back on the road. 25 years ago, when we were in the car, all you had was a radio, and off you went. And now you get into the police cars, and the equipment and technology that's in there is.
Well, we have less than a minute to go. So, Tony, you've been with the Sheriff's Department for 25 years. You're the Chief of Staff for Sheriff Hackle, and I know he appreciates all your efforts. So, any closing comments on behalf of yourself and the Sheriff?
I just appreciate the opportunity to be on the show.
Well, thank you. Undersheriff McCabe, I know that we go way back, 25 years. And
we both had dark hair then.
That's right. That's right. Any closing remarks?
I just want to thank you for having us.
I know the Sheriff's been very busy. Sheriff Bouchard, I'm obviously a big supporter of both Sheriff Bouchard and Sheriff Hackle.
We appreciate that. We had a great partnership with you for many, many years, both in Farmington Hills and here in Warren also. And just appreciate the opportunity to come in and talk about some of the things so your residents have a better idea what sheriff's offices do.
Well, we appreciate it very much, and gentlemen, good luck to you both in the future, and thank you for viewing Police Journal. And until next time.